ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toe the Line with me, George Glinsky. Delighted today to be joined by Mr. Jody Meikle. He fights on October the 16th at BYB 12 against Stanlee Wilson. Jody, how are we doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Good.
Good. Well, listen, it's a different setting, BYB. America coming over to the UK with their own rule sets is a very exciting proposition. So I'm just wanting to get, first of all, your thoughts on fighting a whole different style, a completely different arena with the Trigon. What are your thoughts and reflections coming into this fight?
To be fair, I don't get tossed by our fight anyway. It don't bother me, I don't care. But yeah, it's exciting to fight a Trigon ring, different type of fighting. I was meant to go to America. I offered a fight in America. Unfortunately, I couldn't get an Esther. Let's say my previous one, my childhood don't come back to haunt me. I went repeat tongue. Well, yeah, gutted. But yeah, so obviously that's so sort of in a sense. All right, it's maybe not Miami, it's London, but I've got a second bite of the bullet sort of thing. Right, Trigon.
Definitely. And I mean, it is a completely different style. We talk about the longer rounds, obviously a different ring, and most important, I think that the biggest difference is the clinch work. So have you been incorporating that into training?
Not a clue. I think you can do clinch work. I don't know what it is. I just keep winning. When ref says stop, I'll stop. Simple as that. I best look into it. I don't really. We got to 3-minute rounds. Obviously, I boxed quite a few pro fights, and that was always 3-minute rounds anyway. So I started training, doing the 3-minute rounds. To be fair, it's a bit like muscle memory. It's just it is what it is, isn't it? You say you're not going to go mental for 3-minute rounds. You're not going to do it. So. Like I say, 3-minute round I'm used to anyway, so it's not really a big thing, to be fair. If not, if anything, it'd be better for themselves, to be fair.
Definitely. Because, I mean, that is one of your strengths, isn't it? Your cardio. You've always set a very good pace. You've never looked tired. I can't recall you.
I don't know. You're a fat, lazy bastard who can't be asked to train, to be fair, most of the time. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
The only time I properly train was the damn pod man, he chinned me. So I thought there's no point in training, is there? When I train, I get chinned.
Let's talk about the last fight. Cole Hobley, British title, was a very fight, a fight that a lot of people enjoyed. But there was a moment in that 5th round where you landed, you said, the best shot of your career, a beautiful overhand right, dropping Cole Hobley. Was there any frustration, perhaps, that you didn't put your foot on the gas and finish?
Yeah, massively. Like I said, I thought he's gone. I thought, if I'm getting there, I've done this. I mean, don't get wrong, I got on the roller count. And I walked away, look back, and he's getting up, thought, fuck off, how are you getting up from that? No, it's a shot. Like I say, don't get wrong, like I say, I should have jumped on him. I really should have jumped on him, but, it is what it is. I was inspired of him, and I think I respected his power too much. I mean, to be fair, when I sparred with gloves on, he could bang a bit with gloves. And I was at cruiserweight before I boxed Parker. So, heavyweight without gloves on, I thought, fucking hell. I don't know if I get caught properly with one of them. But to be fair, it's my own downfall. I respect his power too much. And that is what it is. One thing, there's no point. You can do what's done now. You move on and go again.
Having had so many fights, do you, every time you get in there now, obviously boxing's a bit different, but every time you get into Bare-Knuckle being your 3rd and now this will be your 4th, do you feel like you're learning your craft as you go on?
To be fair, I think you're always learning, no matter what, how many fights, whatever, I think you're always learning. It's like, to be fair, not exactly an adult, but I would say to young kids when you coach young kids, I would say a loss isn't a loss if you learn. Obviously, I've not learned, but I'm not saying, but I say, so you always learn, no matter who you are, what you are.
So what do you take away from that fight with Cole Hobley?
Run and jump on the fucker next time. I was 3 fights at BKB. I'll probably not win more fights, see me. I'm getting a bit old and fat and old. You can't be as trained nowadays. But I thought. I mean, I come into it luckily. We're a fluke the world title. I got a world title. I had 2 world title fights, a British title fight. I'm on the for a fat piss head, so I'm enjoying it. I thought I froze. I just stood there.
Still there, still there. We lost you for a second.
Yeah.
Still here. And regarding those opportunities, you've always said that I don't agree with it. I don't think you fluked that fight against Dorian Darch. Obviously, shots led to the bleeding. But is it nice perhaps to take a little bit of a step down? Fighting a fight that doesn't have as much pressure as your previous three.
Well, to be fair, there isn't much pressure on me in this fight. To be fair, obviously it's coming to the end of the career. To be fair, obviously, I'm on the back of 2 losses. So, like I said, I've been able to fill. I've always struggled with tickets. So I've not been able to fill the fucking telephone box up even for this fight. So I'm struggling a bit with ticket wise. So it doesn't make people there. It's like I say, the pressure is off this time. So it is what it is. But yeah, so it's a fight, isn't it? I love fighting. That's what I do.
Mm. And Stanlee, he's in a position, he hasn't been in the ring for 4 years. He's had, I think, 7 bare knuckles. This will be his 8th. He's very experienced in the sport. But as a person who's spent prolonged time out of the ring in the past, where will his body be at coming into fight? Not having taken all that time off.
Well, see, I never understand anyone. Obviously, I don't know a lot about Stan. Obviously, he's obviously a short kid, little fat fucker. I suppose I had a bit of banter with him, right? Crap. I'm looking forward to a fight after the fight. Well, like I say, to fair, I'll never underestimate anyone. Bear in mind, I quit to obviously fight, obviously Darch, 10 days notice with, after being out of the gym for 4 years myself. Yeah. So it is what it is. If I would say you can fight, you can't. Simple as that. Obviously, Stanlee can fight. So, I'm not underestimating him at all, far from it.
And you're talking, you hinted just then a little bit about retirement coming to the end of your career. How much longer do you feel you have left in this sport?
Well, so, to be fair, the last 2 fights, I've been retired for the last 2 fights. I'm not done. I was retired for the last fight. I think I missed the gym next day. What's next, boss? I might have you something. I just can't say no. No, but part wants to retire, another part's thinking, nah, go on for as long as you can. We'll see. What will be? I know my partner, she keeps saying, come on, it's about time we call it a day. But it's funny the 2 boys, well, no, but love it. They love the last show, and like I say, they're like, so they keep arguing with Mum. No, he's not having one more. He's staying fighting. That's funny.
Do you feel like you would be in this position if you hadn't have beaten Dorian Darch, if you'd lost that first bare knuckle, if you hadn't had that, that massive opportunity there in winning the world title?
No, I probably wouldn't have. I think if I got beaten by Dorian, obviously that would been probably me. Then obviously I got chinned by Dan, and I thought I was it that time. But and obviously Calvin fight, probably could have finished on that one, lose that narrow British title fight. I knew it was close-ish, obviously edged around. But I thought my knockdown had done enough, but obviously it did. And like I said, I'm not even going to ever question a decision. It is what it is. He went against me. It could have gone for me. So it's one of the things. But yeah, so I could have retired now. But I still, well, as my gaffer, he's always in my limelight junkie. So I like being under the lights.
Definitely. Well, you'll be under the lights on the October the 16th in another big fight for yourself. So let's just finally, before we go into sponsors and thanks, I'd like to get a general expectation of what you see coming into this fight.
Can't lose a single. That's not a fucking thing.
Oh.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, but sorry, I can't lose a single. Sorry,
mate. Did you hear what I said?
No, what did you say, mate? I'm a wanker or something?
No, just a general expectation of what will happen in this fight.
Do you know what? I'll never say what's going to happen, because I'm not going to say I'm going to do this, that, and other. If you look a dickhead, if you get chinned, won't you? So all I know is I'm coming for a fight. Obviously, Stanley's coming for a fight. And I think it's really, I'm hoping it's a good fight. Hopefully, I'm hoping we're going to win it. Well, let's say I never want these people saying what to do is do that, no, but it's not my style.
Definitely. So finally, sponsors and thanks, just people you want to thank to close it up.
Yeah, obviously, it's nice. Obviously, I'll be able to do a bit for a few people. Since Guy Mellon of Equity Scunthorpe, then obviously got Brendan's Comerford. He's at True Hours in London, a clothing shop in Scunthorpe. Obviously, big Des. He always liked to me and my brother as well. My brother's a pro boxer, and then I've got obviously Rich from Battery. Oh my God! No, sorry, that's better. Sorry, fucking. He's a hating outfit. Yeah, Nunnock Lakes is like fishing lakes and lodges. A beautiful place. It's outside Scunthorpe. So yeah, to be fair, I've never actually seen these places up until obviously he sponsored me. A friend put me in touch with me, and yeah, absolutely stunning. So that's great. Like I say, obviously, the World Fist Fight. I'm wearing a little girl called Georgia. She's got Revett syndrome. I think it's Revett's. It's like that thing. And it's basically she's got not a great life sort of thing. She's in a wheelchair. She's like, she'll be there on Saturday. She's great with Dad David Wainwright. So I've got a little picture of George in the front. And yeah, I can't read well up there. But yeah, obviously, so see you at the fight, bless her. So obviously, the sponsor money I've got from that, obviously, after paid tickets, is going to Revett's, which obviously I say a great charity. And obviously, I've got a couple of charities on my top, obviously, Man Down and Cornwall, and One for Lads, which is two mental health charities always help out. And also got Disc in Newquay. Obviously, they do charity help with homeless and people obviously struggling financially, things like that. So it's nice to obviously help other people. But obviously, like I say, a massive thank you to my sponsors. Obviously, Rich, Des, and Gary. So that them, obviously, like I say, I'll be pleased to do what I do. So that's great.
Definitely. Well, Jody, best of luck on the 16th of October, and we'll speak soon.
Thank you, mate. Cheers, mate. You take care. Thank you, mate.